and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be making creamed spinach, but before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss none of my videos. Alright, let's get started. So this is going to be really fast but a super thick and creamy creamed spinach. So we're going to be just putting everything on the stove. It's going to be a lot quicker when you have everything on the stove rather than in the oven. It's going to be a lot easier for you to kind of monitor your spinach and see how everything is cooking and all that good stuff. So all you're going to need is 12 ounces of your baby spinach. Now you're just going to lightly chop that. Then you're going to need your Parmesan cheese, very finely grated. This was like shaved Parmesan cheese, but then I just put it into a little thing, whatever blender thing, and I got it really grated for you guys. Then you're just going to need a couple tablespoons of your salted butter, some heavy cream, some diced onions. Now you can use onion powder instead if you would like, but I think fresh is always best. And then we have our freshly minced garlic here, and then just salt and pepper. That's literally it. One pot, one pan, super easy to make. So I'm just going to grab my apron and head over to the stove, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so all I'm going to be doing here is I'm just going to be tearing up the spinach and then adding it into our pot. Now there's no rhyme or reason or way to do this. You can chop this, you can tear it, whatever you want to do. And depending on the size of the pot that you're using, you might want to work in batches. So all you're going to do is cook this on medium to high heat for about 5 minutes. You're just going to do this until all the water has been released from the spinach and then it's been evaporated. Just make sure to keep stirring it while you're cooking it so nothing, burns or anything like that. Alright, so you guys should have something that looks like this, just a whole pot of some torn up spinach. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on the heat, get this out of our way, and then we're just going to be stirring this up. So I'm a big timer person, so I'm just going to go ahead and put our timer on just to see where we're at after the 5 minutes. Just make sure to keep stirring this as you're going along. And you don't need any oil or anything like that here. So the fresh baby spinach works best here, but I know there's going to be those of you out there who are going to ask if you can use frozen. And yes, you can use frozen, but you're going to have to cook this a little bit longer with all of that liquid, and you might have to adjust the amount of cream and the amount of the sugar, the cheese that you guys have. We're definitely wilting up over here. Now, this pot is decently large, but I'd rather have a pot that's too big than one that's too small. Okay, so we're more than halfway there now. So the key is you're going to want to make sure that a lot of the water and liquid has been evaporated while you're cooking the spinach, because you don't want a really watery creamed spinach. It's supposed to be creamy. So definitely make sure not to burn anything, but you might want to, let this cook a little bit longer just until that liquid has evaporated some. Okay, let's check on our spinach. So it's crazy the small amount of spinach that you end up with once everything is cooked. So you guys should have something that looks like that. As you can see, there's not a pool of liquid down here. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is reduce your heat to about medium heat, and then you're going to be adding in your butter and then your onions, and then you're just going to cook this for another couple of minutes just until your onions get nice and cooked and translucent. Now you don't want your butter to burn or anything like that. That's why we reduced the heat down a little bit. Okay, so next is going to be all of our dairy. So we're going to start out with our Parmesan cheese, and we're just going to add all of the cheese and let that cook for about a minute just until everything gets nice and creamy. Now this is why it's preferable to have, grated Parmesan cheese. That way it's a lot easier for this to melt. This should only take about a minute or so. I mean, mine is already stretchy, cheesy. All I have in here now is I just added the heavy whipping cream. Now what I like to do is just lower the heat a little bit while I'm adding it, just to make sure nothing is going to be sizzling or splashing up on me. And then you're going to raise the heat back up to like medium-high heat and let this simmer for a bit, just until it's the desired consistency that you guys want. All right, so we're looking pretty thick and creamy now, and of course when it sits and cools a little bit, it's gonna get that much thicker. But all that's left to do now is to go ahead and add in your garlic. Just gonna season this up a little bit. You're only gonna need to, you know, incorporate this and cook it for like about a minute. And then you're just gonna season with some salt and pepper, and that's literally gonna be it. So this looks so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn off the heat, and then I'm just gonna put this over into another container. We're gonna get ready to try some. Okay guys, so we are back. This looks so good. I'm just going to go ahead and transfer this to another bowl here. I wish I had like a third hand right now. All right, we're doing it. Oh. Can you guys see? Yeah. Oh. You guys, this is so thick and creamy. I cannot wait to try this. Well, Layla came to try some of the cream spinach. But this looks so good. Look how thick and creamy this is. I can't. Well, I'm clearly gonna burn my mouth off if I try this now, but is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know, Layla. Is it worth it? Look how good this looks. And you have the little chunks of the onion. I like that way better than using, you know, like an onion powder. And the flavor, of course, is gonna be like so much better. And if you guys do follow a keto diet, whether you do or you don't, this is keto friendly, but this is just tummy friendly, so I can't wait to try this. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, this is so good, you guys. And look how quick and easy that was. What did it take me? 10 minutes over on the stove, and that was because I was sitting there filming and doing everything. Otherwise, I think it would be even quicker. This is so ooey gooey, yummy and creamy and cheesy. This is amazing. I would just eat this just like this as a little snack, but technically this is supposed to be, you know, like a side dish. This would go great with anything, with chicken, with steak, with whatever, but this is so good. Cannot wait for you guys to try this one at home. But that is all I have for this video today, you guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something new. If you did like it, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss on my videos. And share this video with anybody that you know who is into keto, or who like maybe doesn't like spinach, because they're definitely gonna like this. I'm telling you, this is good. And as always, if you want to get my exclusive nutrition tips, healthy food recommendations, and delicious recipes just like this one, then make sure to head over to my description box, click the link, and join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Bye-bye.